What in the Stevie Wonder trying to walk move was that without a cane? I have no idea. We're going to break down what happened in the market this morning and with the trades today in this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Let's go, let's trade. So if you missed it, things went nuts this morning when the market opened up. Immediately, almost everything halted. Look, I pull it up. T is halted on a crazy move to the upside. I'm like, oh man, I didn't see really anything happening on T. I'm like, wait a minute. What's happening here? V is halted on a crazy move to the upside. V wasn't doing anything in pre or post market yesterday. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now in the stock market? And then I'm looking up at my scanners, and my scanners are going nuts because all kinds of things are moving. And I'm just so confused. As it came out later, it was a bunch of computer error false prints that caused half the market to halt on the NYSE. So that's kind of what happened there in the morning. But it really sent things awry and crazy there for a minute. So I waited a little bit after that for things to calm down, make sure everything was okay. Nothing, too crazy was going on there. I've never seen that happen before, but it is what it is. So eventually I'm watching W here as it's pushing towards 60. I'm like, yeah, maybe we can get a nice little pop through 60. If you look to my right, it's hitting at about a 13 on the scanner right now. So if we get a nice little pop through 60 here, can maybe look for a spot to get in here. So it is up through 60 and up into 60-20s. I'm like, okay, I'll probably look through at least through 60-40 here on a little push towards the $half number. So it gets up through the 60-40s there. I go ahead and put my order out here, 100 shares at 60.41, looking to see if I can get a fill there. It came down right under me initially, but then it does pop up there and get me at 60.41, and that ended up being the high of the move on the fills there. The high of the day on W today was actually 60.42, and I'm in here 100 shares short at 60.41. So I was kind of thinking about it here. I'm like, what kind of move would I like to see out of this? Well, definitely under 60 would be the move. If we get down there slowly, probably look to partial this thing out, was kind of the original thought plan of what I was thinking there in my head. And it's looking pretty good overall. At first, it just kind of stayed here, but the sellers are slowly pushing more and more down. You can see the ask coming down with bigger size, the bid starting to get taken out as the ask is coming down. So overall, it's looking pretty good here for this entry at 60.41 on W. Just got to wait and see if it can get under 60. Ideally, not going to be taking any of this off until under 60. And like I said, the original thought was take half off if I can get it down under 60. But you can see we start getting the pressure here. It's now coming down towards 60. I'm like, okay, wait and see what happens. Maybe we can get a nice little move under 60. And then all of a sudden, boom, we get a big move under 60 all the way down to 50-53s there. I go ahead and just say, screw that. I'm going to take the whole thing right there. I get it at like 50-63, and I'm all out there for a quick $78 win in 2 minutes here on W. So was pretty happy with that move overall. It did crash down from here because the market crashed down after that, but I will take that kind of move every single day on every single trade and be happy about it and not complain. 78 cents there on a $60 stock in 2 minutes. So happy about that. And then it was much, much later in the day. Nothing had moved after this really well for a while, and I wasn't really even watching what was kind of happening. I was watching some things on my other screen. I just kind of had a stock up here in the background that I had looked at previously that wasn't doing anything. But if you look to my right again here on the scanners, you can start to see UPST creeping up into the 7s here on the positive intensity scanner. So that's when I see it, I pull it up, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good move. And I immediately just put my order out here at 1954 on the ask where it was, and I get a fill there here on UPST at 1954, 100 shares short. Not taking big size on this one. It's only a $19 stock, but it's much later in the day. It's not a super clean move, but it is a pretty nice move overall. So I'm in short here, 100 shares at 1954 on UPST, and I'm not going to look for that much either. Ideally, I'll just see this thing come down and be able to get me up over the $100 mark on the day. So that's eventually what I decide on. I decide to put my order out here at 1931 just to front run that 10-cent mark by a penny. If it can come down there and get to the 1930s again and take me out, and that'll get me up over $100 on the day. So it won't be a big win here itself on UPST, but adding a little bit to the day never hurts. So now it's just a matter of if it's going to get down there and get me up in here at 1954, kind of doing the same thing that W did earlier, where the ask is nice and strongly pushing down, and the bid's going down, and I'm just waiting to see if and when I'm going to get this fill here. You can see my order there at 1931, and I get the fill, and I'm all out there for a quick little $23 here in UPST to close out the day at about 11:30. So stuck around till about 11:30 today, and I'm now up $101 on the day. So I'll take that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you were watching when the market went just bonkers this morning. I have literally never seen that in my 5 years of trading or so that I've been doing this now. I've never seen anything like that out of the open where just a ton of tickers all halt immediately. As it came out, it was some kind of error with the prints. I don't think they were real fills as they stated, but who knows? So something went wrong with the computer system there in the NYSE this morning and made things go nuts. But that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.